Eersel versus Menshikov has arrived, and now it's time for me to break down the card from the main event all the way down to every single prelim. Let's get going. Starting off the card, we have a heavyweight kickboxing contest between Rade Opacic versus Guto Innocente. Opacic is coming off of a win over Stavridis, and Innocente just got flatlined by Roman Kriklia. These two fought a year ago, and Rade got finished in the first round via body shots, so it's kind of a weird fight to be running back. I don't believe this result will be changed at all. I think that Innocente is going to be too explosive in the first round. He has power that Opacic is not used to dealing with, and Opacic, I think those body shots are going to be lethal for him all day. Rade's only hope is to survive an early barrage and hope that Guto gasses out to the point where he is going to be susceptible to Rade's overall pressure, but Guto is a very tough man to finish, and I don't think Rade has it in him. So I've got Guto taking another first round knockout. Next up, a flyweight MMA contest between Hu Young and Woo Sung Hoon. Both these guys coming off of impressive first round knockouts. Both these lads have solid boxing fundamentals. I think Young is the better puncher overall. Woo utilizes more hooks with a lot of power behind them, and generally tends to exert more power with his punches. I believe that Young is the better technical striker and has the offensive wrestling to win this fight. However, I think that he is just way too hittable on the feet, and Woo is very durable, so I see him taking a few shots from Young and then just landing one solid hook, and then it would be basically lights out for Hu Young. They would all be over. I mean, just seeing how Woo sent Y2K to the Shadow Realm was incredible. I got Woo Sung Hoon taking a first round knockout. After that, there's a women's strawweight Muay Thai contest between Martini Muschieletto and Amber Kitchen. Whoever books the fights for one must hate Amber Kitchen because they just keep giving her tougher fights even though she keeps on losing. They gave her Diana Martin, she lost there. Gave her Jackie Buntan, lost that fight. And now they're giving her Muschieletto, who's on a 5-year, 14-odd fight win streak, top 5 kickboxer in the world and a Muay Thai world champion. I just don't think Kitchen's going to have this fight. The only advantage she has is that she's been more active in Muay Thai. Martini has been more active in kickboxing. But even with that, I think Martini is just a better striker all around. I'll have Muschieletto taking a decision. Artem Balak and Kwon Won-il will be fighting. Both these guys are in the top 5 of the bantamweight division. This fight is very dangerous for both lads. Kwon Won-il does not have much submission defense. He utilizes his range well and utilizes boxing combinations. He does put together punches well and has some power there. But on the ground, he is exposed, gives up his back pretty easily, and against Artem Balak, it's going to be very dangerous for him if Balak can get it down. Balak, on the other hand, is extremely hittable. And against someone like Kwon Won-il, who puts combinations together, that's going to be very dangerous for him. He does not have the best offensive wrestling either. And so getting Kwon Won-il down there will be a very difficult task. I just imagine that Balak is just going to be continuously hit by Kwon, and Kwon will eventually get a TKO in the second round. The legend Nikki Holskin will be taking on Ariane Sidikovic. This fight is going to be completely dependent on how Holskin's chin holds up, because on a technical level, Holskin is better than Sidikovic in almost every area. Better boxer, better kicker, better combination work. Sidikovic may have more pure power and utilizes a lot of forward movement. His chin might be better at this point in his career, but Holskin should have an easy win here. It's just a matter of how his chin's going to hold up, because he got sent to the Shadow Realm against Sinsumut, and that was the first time in a long time that he had ever been knocked out before. He's also 39 years old. We don't know how well that chin's going to hold up with age, because if Holskin's chin is questioned and Ariane lands clean, the fight might be over. However, I do believe that Holskin should probably get this fight done just because he is a much superior kickboxer. So I'll have Holskin taking a decision, though I could definitely see Sidikovic getting a late knockout here. A strawweight fight between Mansur Malashivov and Jeremy Miado will be next. Miado is possibly the best boxer in the one division. Beautiful jab, moves very quick. He's worked on his wrestling a lot throughout the years. He's very large for the division. Mansur is making his debut, an undefeated Russian wrestler. He's fought some very legit guys, has extremely good offensive wrestling, chain wrestling, and submissions well. If Mansur cannot get this fight down, it's probably going to be over because Miado's just going to light him up on the feet. However, I am really worried about Miyato on the ground here, because the fact that Dej Damaroon was able to out-scramble him and get a TKO finish on the ground just does not give me much confidence, especially when you're about to take on a Russian wrestler. I know that Dej fight was a couple of years ago, but man, he hasn't been facing too many good wrestlers as of recent, so it really doesn't fill me with confidence for him in this fight. I am going to go with Mansour here just because I believe he will get the fight to the ground, and when it gets down to the ground, it's just going to be way too dangerous for Miyato. He's going to be out of his element, and Mansour will get a finish by submission in the first round. Former featherweight kickboxing champ Superbone will be taking on Tayfun Ozkin. Both of these guys are in the top 5. Both are coming off of tough losses. Ozkin lost a close decision against Gregorian. Superbone got knocked out by Alizov. Ozkin is more of a technical brawler. He utilizes a lot of good forward movement, likes to initiate. His boxing is some of his best work, especially those uppercuts and hooks. Superbone is very evasive. He sets traps well with his kicks, works the body and head very well. I like this fight for Superbone. I think that he is just going to be too evasive for Ozkin to consistently tag. It's going to look similar to Ozkin's fight with Sidichai, and where he's not going to be able to get off of a lot of his combination, and Superbone will outpoint him for a decision. One of the more baffling fights, Ilya Fremenov is taking on Sinjaku Zoltsek. I don't understand. The matchmakers must have been smoking with the Diaz brothers when they made this one. Fremenov may be the best striker in the entire division, absolutely blitzed through Martin Nguyen, and they're giving him a guy who hasn't fought in over 2 years, is coming off of a loss. Just absurd. Fremenov by murder, I guess. I'll be surprised if this one goes more than 3 minutes. I guess we can blame Tun Lee for it, because allegedly he was having contract negotiation problems with one and was supposed to fight Fremenov, but instead he got an instant title shot for some reason. In the co-main event, the lightweight submission grappling title will be on the line as Cade Ruotolo defends against Tommy Langaker. Ruotolo is an insane scrambler. He got those leg locks, darce chokes, buggy chokes, knee bars. His wrestling is top tier, and he's always looking to put on a show for the fans. Langaker is a good scrambler as well. His back takes are exceptional, and his control on the back is second to none. His knee bars are also very dangerous. I could see Tommy giving Cade a lot of problems here, possibly taking his back and winning a decision that way, or catching Cade in a knee bar if Cade is a little bit too anxious in the scrambles. But I do believe that Cade is just going to be too dangerous for Tommy. He is the better scrambler, and I think he'll catch Tommy with a darce or a knee bar at some point around 6.5 minutes into the fight. Main event time as Regian Eersel defends his lightweight Muay Thai title against Dmitry Menshikov. Both these guys are on a 33-fight win streak between the two of them. Insanely stacked fight. Menshikov is a plodding fighter, usually takes that first round off, and then in the second round he just starts going crazy, swinging powerful hooks, a lot of damage behind him. He's a natural finisher and knockout artist. Eersel has unwielding pressure, insane cardio, and those last 3 rounds are going to be difficult for about any fighter out there. I believe that Eersel will have this, mainly due to the fact that Menshikov takes off the first round, which is just a cardinal sin when you're fighting Eersel. Because if you're going to beat Eersel, you have to take those first 3. Odds are you're not taking those last 2 because he is just so insanely vicious in those last 3 rounds. I also think Menshikov is very hittable. Eersel's jab and leg kicks are going to be there all day to intercept what Menshikov is trying to do. Menshikov does not have much experience in 5-round fights, so his cardio and gas tank are going to be in question for this fight. Eersel is the king of 5-round fights. And I see this fight looking similar to Eersel's fight with Islam Murtazayev, where Menshikov has some success early on, but is unable to find the shots that he needs, and Eersel is able to take a comfortable decision. I just don't see Menshikov having the power needed to knock out Eersel, as he was able to get up from a clean knee from Ariane Sadikovic and go 8 rounds with Sinsmort and not even be hurt badly. Eersel via a decision. And with that, guys, that is my predictions video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe and comment your own predictions down below. This is Share TP Productions, and I'm out.